Hey guys, Chris Superfast RC again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MXV 2.4 GHz radio system from San Juan or Airtronics. This is a, I guess you'd say, budget 2.4 GHz radio, but there's a lot of budget 2.4 GHz radios out there, like the Fly Sky and the the Hobby King radios, and also the they're mostly Fly Sky knockoffs. All at heart, all the new RTR radios that come with the Arma and all the Hobbico vehicles. So those are all Fly Sky, and those are really cheap. I mean, they're great radios for the price, and you really can't beat them. The only issue with those radios is the latency. So latency, explained, is going to be the time it takes for the RC car to register the input you put into the radio. So on a Fly Sky radio, I think it's around 20 milliseconds. So it's going to take 20 milliseconds, and this is all dependent, and 20 milliseconds is probably in perfect situations in an RF-free environment and close, like probably standing right next to the car. So I'm guessing that's how they measured their latency, because once you get far out there, you can really tell. I mean, take a Fly Sky radio, drive the car 200 feet away from you, or even 100 feet away from you, and start, get going pretty good on your throttle and just steer and see how long it takes for the vehicle to react. It will be pretty long. Sometimes it's like a second. So this radio eliminates that. Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much. None of that Fly Sky lag is there. So this is going to be great if you're starting out in racing, club racing, or I would say the Fly Sky is fine for just bastarding around. I mean, there's no big deal with it. But when you're racing, this guy is going to give you interference-free, lag-free control of your vehicle. So let's go ahead and take a look at it at a closer angle here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. So we can see right there we have our voltage readout, and then you have all of your trims and your menu items here. And I think this one is a 10 model memory, I think. I'm not quite sure on that. Let me see on the box here, it doesn't really say. I believe it's a 10 model memory. Anyways, or 6. But anyways, right here on the steering wheel we've got our trims. You got your trim 1, trim 2, and trim 3. And the travel on the steering wheel is okay. I mean, that's very acceptable. Only thing is, it's a little bit, the tension's a little bit tight on there. So I mean, if you're used to, a lighter tension on your steering wheel, this might, get tiresome for you if you're running a big race. I'm not sure. But what's really not tension is the throttle. This thing feels like butter. And, I mean, I've never felt a throttle trigger like it. And I've had a nice radio before. I had the Spectrums, and I had a JR back in the day. And this is the smoothest by far that I've felt. So, definitely impressed with that. Other than that, I mean, it's just your basic radio. There's nothing really complicated about it. There's no big, you can't program your name into there, I think, like you can on the MT-4 and the M12. So other than that, I mean, it's just a very, very good, reliable, interference-free radio. You see horror stories about Spectrum glitching with Fly Skies, and Spectrum guys at the track will kind of look at you if you're running a Fly Sky like, what are you doing? So this, you don't have to worry about that. With Airtronics, you're good. So anyways, other than that, it's definitely worth the $100 price tag. So yeah, this is the radio I'm using right now in my brand new XB8. So this has been Chris Superfast RC, and subscribe for similar content, and see you in the next one.